Hello, Vibers. I am super excited. Do I say that every time? Well, it's because I am. Anyway, y'all, it is the holiday season. Happy holidays, everybody. I have not been saying that to you because it's just been like go, 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 busy, busy, busy. But yeah, it's the holiday season. And I wanted to bring you guys some Christmas messages in time for December 25th. Now, I had looked at possibly getting the Xmas Elf Christmas Tarot. Wait, I think it's just called the Xmas Elf Tarot because it's so cute and so vibrant and so full of mischief. But I couldn't find the authentic deck anywhere except for like for $1 million. Mostly there's like a lot of counterfeit decks available on Etsy, and I didn't want to get one of those. And then I had an idea. What if I bring the Vibers Christmas messages from their angels? Now, this serves many purposes. First of all, we get some angel messages, which is always exciting. Secondly, I get to do my Christmas thing that I want to do with you guys. And thirdly, I'm going to break out some brand new decks specifically for this reading. Now, we're going to do 3 oracle decks and 1 tarot deck, okay? One of these decks I have used in a couple of readings before, so it's still relatively new, and that is the Witchcraft Oracle, all right? That's still relatively new. And then another deck I've done a flip through with, and I think a short, but that's it so far since I just got it about a month ago. And that is the Angels and Auras Oracle by Radley Valentine. Say that 3 times fast. And then now there's this third deck that I have, my second angel deck, and it is new to me, though it is not new to publication. And it is called Angel Prayers Oracle by Kyle Gray. If you do angel readings or you see angel readings, listen to them, you have no doubt heard of Kyle Gray before. And then the final deck that we will be using for our messages today, that is brand new to me, so brand new to me, it is still in the box. What? I just took this plastic off yesterday. It is, and I've had this in my closet for like 2 months because sometimes I'll like buy a deck and then I just wait to open it, for, when I need a pick-me-up or a surprise. Not really a surprise, but you get what I'm saying. When I want a gift for myself, I don't open everything the minute I get it. Anyway, this is called the Crystal Magic Tarot. Oh, that's why I said Christic. Because if you take crystal and you put it with magic, you get Christic. I do that a lot, don't I? Anyway, Crystal Magic Tarot. This is a beautiful tarot deck, and I am very excited to use this for our messages today. It's going to be an adventure because sometimes breaking open a new deck, particularly when there's some variation in the depictions of the different arcana, it can be a little bit intimidating or a little bit confusing. Like I used to have that Dreamy Moons tarot, but I got rid of it because I was constantly interpreting shit wrong, right? I actually gave it to a friend who, she, I assume, is getting great use out of it because she's super happy to have it. So Dreamy Moons, beautiful, but useless in my personal opinion. But this, I got good feelings about this. So without any further ado, let me tell you about your pile selection for today. Oh yes, and if you happen to be new here, my name is Shon, and I am so happy that you are joining us. Per usual, because I do think this is the thing we're going to keep doing for a while. We've done it for the last 2 videos. I have put together for you, for your pile selections, a combination of a crystal, a flower, and a quote. So you are going to take a look at those 3, see which one is drawing you to it, and then scroll down to the description box where you will find the tramp stamps. Ooh, anyway, where you will find the timestamps that will take you right to your reading. So you can, if you want to, listen to the entire video, listen to all 3 readings, and then decide which pile is for you, or you might have multiple messages in the various piles. Or you might just be like, no, I'm really feeling pile 2 today, or I'm really feeling pile 3. So without further ado, let's take a look at your selectors. Oh, and I just got my hair done. Okay. Cornball. Okie dokie. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. take a second, take a look, see which of these 3 piles feels like it's got your messages in it, and I will see you at your reading. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. As you can see, I have taken the Crystal Magic Tarot out of its box. I've also cleaned the deck because it was, as I said in the intro, a brand new deck to me. I did want to make sure that I cleansed the entire thing before pulling for you guys today. So why don't we find out? We're just going to jump right in and see what messages your angel guides have for you today. Let's begin with our Angels and Auras Oracle. And listen, if you happen to like the messages you received today, please be sure to give this video a like. It does help YouTube know that people are enjoying these readings and will help get these messages out to other people who might need some encouragement or inspiration during this time of year. All right, so the first card you guys have is Open Your Heart to Love. Ooh, vulnerability, forgiveness, allowing, and community. You know, one thing that is immediately coming up for me, for you, coming up to me, through me, for you guys with this card is the holiday season. It can be full of joy, but it can also be full of pitfalls and traps. Like if we happen to be from a family where there's been strain or struggle, where there are hard feelings, emotions that haven't been worked out, situations that, you know, are operating in the background. And I am getting very much that you guys are not only being called by your angel guides to, you know, let your guard down. Don't go into your Christmas holiday or your Christmas celebrations with your families looking to see what the problem might be. Not only is that the guidance from your angels, but I'm getting that you were already there even before you got this message. The majority of you guys who chose this reading today, I'm getting that you felt ready to mend some fences. You felt ready to let the ice melt, so to speak, and to just, you know, there's somebody in your life, possibly a sibling, that you absolutely adore. For some of you, I'm actually getting like sibling-in-law, so like a sister-in-law or a brother-in-law that you really, really enjoyed, but some sort of a disagreement or feud or misunderstanding has made you go your separate ways, not be as close as you used to be. And so I'm getting that reconciliation is definitely called for, and not just called for from your angel guides, but that you want that. So you can let that be your confirmation that it's okay to go ahead and again mend that fence with that person or those persons if there are multiple. All right, now we're going to pull from your Witchcraft. Oh gosh, you guys got a few from this Witchcraft Oracle, and we are going to take them all. So you got the Wishing Tree. You got Happy Sleep Pillow. That sounds so, I don't know what the word for that would be, but it's an odd turn of phrase, is it not? And you have Wish Upon a Star. So we have a lot of wish energy here. My wishes grow big like a tree. I sleep well and have good dreams. I am made from the stuff of stars. I matter. So these 3 together, I am definitely getting a sense that one of the reasons why you guys are able to be open to forgiveness in your family, or, you know, it could actually be friends that felt like family, is because you have been really starting to feel more appreciated in your life in general. So things that used to bother you that might be said again by maybe a sibling or even a parent, or a friend who is like a sibling, little snide remarks, little comments, those kinds of things are just, they're not able to penetrate you anymore. You have a confidence and an ease in yourself, and you have a sense of definitely mattering. And because you know that you matter, you know that what you want and what you need matters. And so you feel more comfortable being able to say, hey, I would like XYZ, or hey, I don't want this thing right here. And I'm getting the sense that that's something that you didn't used to feel comfortable sharing with even your loved ones. Almost like there was this sense of not having the right to have desires or to dislike certain things. But now that you have really come home to yourself, you know that it is okay to, and you've been practicing this for a while in the part of your life that doesn't include these particular people, you know that it is okay to be there for yourself, to advocate for yourself, to represent yourself. And because of that, you've got the confidence of knowing that you can take those same behaviors, this new set of behaviors, with you into this environment. And again, this will allow you to be open to love, to be open to reconciliation and forgiveness, because you don't feel the need to be on guard. You don't feel the need to have to be self-protective. You know, you can just handle things as they come up. Okay, now we are pulling from the Angel Prayers Oracle. This one seems to want to come out. You have Divine Physician, and it's the Archangel Raphael. Can you see that? He kind of looks like Prince, doesn't he? Anyway, and the message here from Archangel, or the prayer rather, if you would like to invoke Archangel Raphael, is, thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. Very interesting. So this idea of the body being healthy, I want to get more information around that. I want to get some, I feel like this is a second message, clearly a second message coming through that's not necessarily directly connected to what we already have regarding the reconciliation with your family. I'm getting that, is it possible that some of you guys may have had a health scare, or someone in the family had a health scare, and that has made you begin to reassess what is important, you know, and to know that time is precious, and our time with our loved ones is precious. And just feeling as though you don't want to waste time on pettiness. You know, you feel a lot of gratitude for your health, or the health of this other person in your family who had been unwell but seems to be on the mend. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that there has been, it's not just, oh, I happen to be healthy, but there's a recovery energy here, a physical recovery injury here. Let's see if we can get more information. Can we get more clarity around this message specifically regarding Archangel Raphael? Oh, thank you. Nine of Swords. Look at this. Oh, you know, I meant to tell you guys before pulling from this deck that one of the things that's very interesting about this tarot deck, I had to study it a little bit before doing your readings. So if I didn't mention it before, I am recording your readings on a different day than I recorded the intro. And I had to study it a little bit because some of her cards are inspired. The authors or the illustrators' depictions are, some of them are inspired by the RWS, which is the system that I read, but some of them are actually not. And they are very, very far away from that. And so this is one of the cards that's got like not quite the same exact meaning as it does in RWS. This Nine of Swords here. Here in her deck, it's really not just about having anxiety and having worry, but it's about not succumbing to those anxieties and those worries, not letting them control the life, and you know, looking forward with hope, getting help in order to get past these feelings. Like, I think she specifically mentions professional help. She does specifically mention getting professional help if that's called for. She also mentions talking it out with the people that you trust and feel can be receptive of your inner world. And so, you know, with us having this healing energy, all of this is healing energy. The healing of the relationship, the healing in the body. You know, I'm getting that for you guys, part of your guidance here is not to just pretend like these things didn't happen, but also not to dwell on them, right? To have discussions with people around what the experience has been like for you, because this can help foster even more closeness between you. What else do we have for group one? Thank you. We have, let me move some things around here, you guys. Scoot this over just a tad. Actually, you know what I should do is put all of these guys together and bring Archangel Raphael down here. So we have the Nine of Swords, we have the Four of Cups, and we have the Ten of Cups. So I'm going to come back to this Four of Cups in just a second, but I have to address this Ten of Cups because it is definitely reflective of what we already talked about here with this energy around being able to open your heart again, being able to go forward in confidence, being able to know that you matter. It is definitely the energy of self-love. And this Ten of Cups is, of course, the happy family card, right? In the RWS, it's the happy family card. But again, this is very interesting that like I had to study her deck because she's slightly different in her interpretations and depictions. And I happen to, in this poll for you guys, get 3 of the cards where her interpretation is a little bit different. So glad I studied that. Anyway, this Ten of Cups card, yes, in the RWS, it does refer to, we tend to interpret it as a happy family card or a happy environment with you and the group around you. It doesn't necessarily have to be your actual literal family. But in this particular deck, she also speaks to the importance of self-love. And it is in being in a place of self-love that you are able to create a healthy home life with others. And this is definitely a confirmation of what we already talked about here in your reading. And then her Four of Cups, it has to do with like having a new lease on life and, not being like stuck in a rut, not having apathy. For each of her cards, she's got an affirmation, and the affirmation specifically for the Four of Cups is life is an amazing gift and I'm glad to be alive. So again, we have more of this energy. Again, I feel that some of you have had a health scare that you have possibly recently gotten good news around, or are beginning to feel more physically empowered, physically strong. And so because of this, you just don't have time for the petty anymore. And you really are about not just healing relationships and fostering good intimacy with the people in your life, but just really understanding that life itself is a gift, right? Like the biggest present for you this Christmas is the fact that you get to be here with your loved ones. And again, for some of you, it could be that someone else was ill. And even with that person's illness, just really taking a different look at life than you might have had in the past. And really wanting to appreciate it in its fullness with every blessing that you have. Like you are here to be here is what I'm getting for you guys, group 1. So listen, that is what I have for you right now. I wish you the happiest of Christmases or whatever winter holiday you happen to observe. And I'm so happy for you knowing that there's so much healing energy in your life. We have emotional healing with knowing that you matter. We have physical healing. We have the healing of relationships. And most importantly, we have the healing of one's relationship, your relationship with yourself. All of these things speak to this holiday season being very beautiful for you. And I really do hope that you enjoy it. Merry Christmas, everybody, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. So, as you can see, I have added the Crystal Magic Tarot to the table, taken it out of its box. I've also cleaned it, cleansed the deck, I should say, not like cleaned it with Windex, but I've cleansed the deck of any energies that are not my own in preparation for your readings today. Because as I mentioned in the intro, this is a brand new deck to me. So you guys, as I mentioned before, we have 4 decks that we're going to choose from, and we're just going to jump right in and start your reading and find out what messages your angel guides have for you today. So this is group 2. I hope I said hi, group 2, but if I didn't, hi, group 2. Oh, wow. Okay, so you guys right away have see the humor, levity, perspective, wisdom, playful. And you have Raziel, rainbow, enlightened, adaptable, soulful, connected. This is clearly talking about connection energy. We're going to find out connection to whom, I am sure. But this is clearly not just about you in your own space or in your own self for this holiday season. I'm almost getting the sense that you're kind of going to be a guide yourself for someone this holiday season. I'm getting something around someone you're going to be a gift to someone. Your presence is going to be the exact energy that they need. Perhaps it's someone that you know who is currently struggling or has had a recent loss. And your presence is going to be such a gift to this person. Let's see what else comes up. We're pulling now from the Witchcraft Oracle, getting more guidance or more messages from your angelic guides. Messages for group. Oh, goodness, we have a lot and we will take them all. You know what? This happened in group 1 as well. Group 1 also got 3 cards from this deck. So I'm going to, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and move this over here because I ended up having to do that earlier. All right, so we have Candle Magic. Everyday things get better. Yeah. Aqua Luna. I am grateful and blessed. And Happy Magic for Pets. Look at this. We have dogs twice. 2 completely different decks. And we have dogs twice. And, you know, we have this thing that we say about dogs being man's best friend or man being dog's best friend. So this one says, Happy Magic for Pets. Animals are my friends. I'm kind and loving to them. So I'm getting 2 things for you guys with this. Let me start with the clear indication, right? The clear indication is literally closeness with an animal, all right? If you don't already have a pet, I'm getting that it will be good for you to possibly volunteer at a pet shelter, or if you've been thinking about getting a pet of your own, really going ahead and giving yourself permission to do that. But I'm also getting the sense that, again, especially taking all 3 into account, the less obvious interpretation of this is that some of you, this person who you are going to be spending time with, who is looking to, you're like their best friend, or they are your best friend. You guys are possibly best friends with one another. Or if you're not already best friends, the potential for that type of relationship is there. I'm definitely getting a lot of closeness energy. And part of it is going to be because of this time you spend together this Christmas. You're going to be a blessing in this person's life. They are going to say, because of this time with you, they are going to be able to say, I am grateful and blessed. And part of that is because of the energy of gratitude that you will be bringing to this association, to this connection during the time you guys spend together this holiday season. You're going to be, again, a light for them, like a guide for them to see and to know that every day things get better. This person is really down. You know, they're like, even with this card here, even though it says Happy Magic for Pets, you know, doesn't it kind of look like he's standing in front of a graveyard? Like, I feel like there's some darkness, and, you know, I don't think the illustrator meant for there to be darkness in this card, but I kind of feel like, you see how there's this light glowing around him? So you're like the light that is coming into the world of this best friend of yours, this person. You know? I'm getting that if you have a pet already, to include your pet in your time with that friend, because this friend of yours is really going to benefit from getting extra snuggles, extra cuddles from your pet, whether that's a cat or a dog or, you know, some other kind of pet. I somehow doubt that it's a, like, ferret. But, yeah, definitely just, you know, lighting the way. I'm getting a lot of lighting the way energy. You are a light. Yes, Luna means moon. It can also mean, well, it's like, it's got the same root as, oh no, it doesn't. I was going to say it's got the same root as luminary, but it doesn't, because that's lum, not luna. But anyway, the moon is our main light source at night, so we think, you know, it's got the whole reflecting of the sun thing. But anyway, we have this clear candle, these candles here, the moon here, the light behind this puppy, the light that Raziel is holding, the light hovering over. There's just so much use of light in the illustration of these particular cards that you guys have gotten. And we also have the crystal ball here with this So bringing humor and levity, the enlightenment of your soul that comes with being a person of gratitude, all of these things are going to be such a gift and such a blessing to this friend of yours. They really, really are going to strongly benefit from your presence. And it's going to feel good to you too. Being there for this other person is going to be as much a gift for you as it is a gift for them. You may not have as much of a sense of isolation as this person does, but I'm getting that it is going to be gratifying for you as well to spend time with them. Definitely. And in some ways, for some of you, it might actually be a reprieve from the gatherings you have that are larger with other people. Okay, let's see what comes up for you guys in the angel prayers deck, from the angel prayers deck. More messages for group 2, please. Thank you. Express your creativity. Express your creativity. Thank you, angels, for helping me to express my inner creator. I feel like some of the guidance for you, group 2. And actually, like, if you look at this card too, doesn't it look like these dogs are like working on something together? Like, it's probably, let me look at it more clearly. It's probably like a reference to that. Oh my goodness, no. Okay, listen, I was going to say it's probably a reference to the dogs playing poker, like that old school vintage painting thing, if that's even a painting. But no, honey, the collie is having its tarot cards read by the little fluffy nutter thing. I don't know what to call that dog. I don't think it's a Labradoodle. I don't know what that dog is, that little snowy fluffy thing. As most of you guys know, I am a cat person. But it's a cute little dog. So yeah, there's a card reading happening here. So I'm definitely getting for you guys, when you spend this time with this person who is in need of your the connection with you, consider bringing a creative project for you guys to work on together. It could even be decorating for Christmas or making Christmas cookies and doing them very, very creatively, you know, with all the sprinkles and all the frostings and stuff, possibly painting. But what I was going to say before I got, caught up in trying to identify this one dog, it kind of looks like they're working on a project together, right? And they're not. Clearly, it's not actually working on a project. It is a divination happening, but it's got that same kind of energy. Man, I'm getting that for you guys, that you bringing your creative self into this person's life is really going to help make a difference, and really going to give you guys more to enjoy with each other and bond over, not just sitting around binge eating and binge watching and possibly going, oh yes, okay, I'm getting very strongly to tell you, don't let the time together be about this person just rehashing everything that they feel is wrong with their life or with the world or whatever it is that's got them in the dumps. That part of what is called for from you in the situation is to keep to help keep the energy light and fun. Again, we have levity here, we have playful, perspective. It's really about, through example, changing this person's perspective or helping this person to see another perspective. You can't really change another person, but you certainly can be a good example for them. And I'm definitely getting here with Raziel in particular, and what this particular depiction of Raziel looks like. You are going to be such a great example for this friend of yours. So yeah, bring a creative thing for you guys to work on together, or find ways to be creative around the home, particularly connected to the holiday itself. So much light, so much levity. Okay, let's see. We're going to pull from the tarot deck now. Now this deck, this creator, she uses some of the RWS. Some of her cards are RWS inspired, Rider-Waite-Smith inspired, but some of them are not. So I had to spend a little bit of time studying the cards that are like completely off. Completely different, I should say, not off, but completely different. So I hope I do it justice for you guys in this reading today. All right, let's find out. What other messages does group 2's angel or angels have for them? What other messages are coming through today having to do with this Christmas? What can we, thank you. We had the King of Swords. Yeah, this is a person that spends a lot of time. I think most of you already know who it is that I'm talking about, but they're very smart. They're very analytical. And so because of that, they can have a tendency towards depression. And listen, group 2, this is not to say spend your entire holiday season just trying to keep this person uplifted. I don't think they actually suffer or have been diagnosed as clinically depressive, but they can sometimes just overanalyze things and therefore see all of the problems in situations, which you can, they can be a little bit of a Debbie Downer. And it's because they don't miss anything. They see everything. Other messages that we have for group 2? The Hangman. Yeah, here we go with perspective again. So here's one of the cards where she definitely has used the inspiration from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, or it's at least similar enough. But yeah, definitely a shifting of perspective. And knowing that you are not, see how lightly the hand is holding the hanged one? It's barely, it's like, can I do that? Okay. It's like barely holding on, right? So this is a reminder to you of what I said a second ago, confirmation for you of what I said a second ago. Do not feel as though it is all on you. Do not feel as though you have to make this person be happy. Your presence is going to be uplifting enough. And the activities you guys do together is going to help with this upliftment. And this person actually does want to enjoy the holiday. They just are at a place right now where it's a little bit hard. Again, I'm getting something around a possible recent loss, And so this might be this person's first holiday without a loved one, or they may have recently moved somewhere and so they're without all of their loved ones and you're like their new friend or something like that. But to do just enough is what I'm getting to tell you. Don't slip into what can sometimes be the codependent habit of thinking that you have to make this other person happy. And then when you cannot lift them up, when you cannot make them happy, you too get dragged down. Don't do that. Just be you in the fullness of you. And that is going to be gift enough for this person for sure. Anything else? Any other messages from the angels for group 2? Anything else that I can share with them right now? I would love to do so if there is. Page of Cups. Yeah. So I'm going to share with you what she wrote here. I'm going to read it directly from the guidebook. It says, ready for this? I am using my creativity. That is what she calls the talisman for that card. And you see it here with this child painting on the walls, using the creativity. And the fact that there's this energy of painting on the walls, I'm definitely getting that the creativity, because we talked about this earlier, you guys doing something creative this holiday season. And listen, if the things that I've been saying about, being there for somebody else, if that does not ring true for you and resonate for you, all of this stuff still applies in terms of the people that you come across and how you handle your holiday season yourself. So still tapping into your creativity, still being a light and an inspiration and a good friend to those around you, even if it's not one particular person. And definitely not getting caught up in the intellectual side of things, but letting the spirit and the soul guide you more, really taking a look at what's important, particularly during the holiday season. That's the perspective thing. So that's the more general interpretation of these cards for those of you for whom there's someone who you're going to be there for. If that doesn't align for you, that's fine. It's a general reading. Some of this will align for you, some of this will not. But getting back to this Page of Cups here. So it says, I am using my creativity. So, sometimes Page of Cups can be interpreted as traditionally can be interpreted as immaturity and love. So I don't want to just completely throw that out. Let's bring that in along with this, what this author has given us around creativity. And that, again, that youthfulness, that youthful energy is what's called for in this scenario, particularly for those of you who feel that you will be spending time with someone who it's almost like life is too heavy for them right now. Adulting in some way or other has been too much, whether it's because of getting past the loss of someone they loved or having to move on, not move on or get past, but live without that person, or it's because of a big move that now everything is falling on their shoulders and they don't have their normal support system, and really tapping into the childlikeness or the childlike wonder, particularly of this season. Like, go at this Christmas with the fun of the things that make Christmas fun. And again, little art projects, little fun things will really make the difference here. The affirmation that she gave us with this card is, I have a magic wand today to make my dreams come true. And maybe that's a message that you can impart to this person, again, without being heavy-handed. But definitely your creative ability makes you a magic maker, and therefore the ability to be a guiding light to others, to be an inspiration to others, to bring joy to others is 100% there for you. And your angel message seems to be that you absolutely are going to be a gift to somebody this Christmas with the energy that you bring, the creative energy that you bring, and your perspective and your sense of gratitude and the light that you are. Okay, that is what I have for you today, Group 2. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Have a happy, happy Christmas. I said that weird, huh? I almost said have a holly jolly Christmas. Yeah, that happened. And I cannot wait to see you guys in the new year. Bye. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. As you can see, I have taken the Crystal Magic Tarot out of its box and put it here on the tarot table. And before doing that, I have indeed cleansed the deck. As I mentioned in the intro, this is a brand new deck to me. And so I wanted to make sure I cleansed it before I did your readings today. We're going to put this over here for now. And we're going to begin by pulling from your the Oracle cards, beginning with the Angels and Auras Oracle by Radley Valentine. Let's see what messages your angels have for you today. Group 3, what messages do Group 3's angels have for them regarding Christmas? Christmas messages for Group 3, please. There we go. All right, we have don't compromise. Ooh. Boundaries, assertiveness, courage, unwavering. Well, you know, my go-to right away when I see that, Group 3, is when we have the holidays, we do find ourselves with our families. A lot of times with our families of origin, or worse, with our in-laws. So, yeah, I'm getting the sense that, not even getting the sense, I mean, it says it right there, right? You don't have to be psychic to see that it says boundaries, assertiveness, courage, unwavering. I will not be surprised, I should say, if we find out that this message is around the people that you spend time with during this holiday season. I'm immediately getting something for somebody out there, maybe many of you, that there is a family bully that doesn't necessarily come off like a bully a lot. Let me say that better. They're not an obvious bully, right? But their tactics are controlling. And they actually have outright said to you not to stand up for yourself, not to assert yourself. Again, I'm getting very strong in-laws energy here. Group 3, if you don't happen to have actual in-laws, it's time spent with someone else's family. And that someone else is someone that you're close to, okay? So like in my case, I don't have legal in-laws, but I have Justin's family. And when we travel for Christmas, this year we're not, but when we travel for Christmas, we alternate between going to his family and going to my family. So, you know, are they legally my in-laws? No, but that's the kind of dynamic that is coming through very strongly energetically right now. And like I said, for some of you, it may not be literal in-laws or close to like what my situation is, but being with someone else's family, there's something there around wanting you to behave a certain way that's in accordance with what they feel is right for their family. Some interloper energy. Let's see what else comes up. Witchcraft Oracle. Can we get some more? Sorry, let me say that better. We are pulling from the Witchcraft Oracle to get more guidance for you from your angels about this Christmas. What other messages or what other insight can we share with Group 3? Build a fairy house. There is magic everywhere. So, the two things again came up. One having to do with boundaries again. So, do you know this concept of having like, I think it's called a memory palace or something like that? And it's a tool that people use for remembering things by creating architecture in their minds where they store the information. So when they need to retrieve that information, they can go within to get it. Okay. I'm getting something similar for you. Not exactly that, but I'm getting to create around yourself like a shield. If you have protection crystals, to have those on you, take them with you wherever you're going. But to also just energetically have the idea of being surrounded or being within your fairy house. That way you don't have to be affected by the energy of others, that you can keep your sense of magic wherever you go. It doesn't have to be that you are in this other environment or with these other people and that dampens your magic, your beauty, your shine. I'm also getting that there are people that are going to be in this environment that are going to be, they may not have the ability to express it or feel safe expressing it around the family bully. But what you bring is very much appreciated by them. If there are children in this environment, in this family, they play some fairy games with them. Do some fairy stories with them. Because they really do look at you kind of like in amazement with some awe and some wonder. And you might actually be the Christmas magic for some other people in this scenario, in this family. So yeah, take your magic with you. Wherever you are, it is. It is everywhere. And be that magical being that you are, and that these children will fully appreciate it. I'm definitely getting spend time with children. Play with the children. Okay? If you are someone who happens to feel like, oh no, I don't like kids, I don't know how to talk to them, don't worry about it. Let them talk to you. Just be like, hey guys, what are you doing? And they will tell you all the things. You'll have to pay them to shut up. Okay? So yeah. All right, let's see. We're pulling now from the Angel Prayers Oracle by Kyle Gray. More messages or more guidance for group 3, specifically to do with this Christmas. What messages? We have open your heart. So again, with the heart imagery, Archangel Shamuel. And the prayer here is, thank you, Shamuel, for removing the barriers around my heart. Okay, and here we have boundaries. So, okay, this idea of boundaries and assertiveness, it's like got a double meaning. So this person or this environment, this family system has been sending you the message historically to not set boundaries for yourself. And I definitely am feeling that you don't have to listen to them, even if you're in their environment. You are a guest, you are not invisible. You do not cease to exist because you're in someone else's space. But then on top of that, we have here, open your heart. Thank you for removing the barriers around my heart. So because you will have clear, strong boundaries that you honor, because you will put this protective energy around yourself, you will be able to let your heart stay open because you won't have to operate in fear. You won't have to have barriers up, a guard up, be cold, be removed, be silent when you're in this environment. You'll be able to bring the fullness of you, the wholeness of you, your heart of flesh, it's called, your vulnerability, your loving nature, your magic, your fun. You'll be able to bring all of that with you because you have set it for yourself and adhere to your own boundaries. Boundaries are not about making the other person do anything, be anything, see anything, do anything. Boundaries are about knowing what you will do, where you will go or not go, so let me say it better, what you would do or not do, where you will go or not go, what you will allow and not allow to be part of your experience. It is not about anybody else's anything at all. But yeah, I'm getting so much around, like, just know, I'm also getting to tell you, group 3, there is love for you in this environment. Don't think that because this specific person, or maybe they've got some flying monkeys with them, so there's a few people in that family, just because they feel as though they want to shut you down or shut you up, not let you in, doesn't mean the entire family feels that way. I'm definitely getting the sense that the majority of that environment, the majority of the people in that environment, the majority of the people in that family do like you very much, and are very appreciative, again, of the energy that you bring to the situation when you come. For some of them, they've never seen a person have boundaries before. They've never seen a person assert themselves with that family bully before, and you are an inspiration to them in that way. That's not to say that you need to be the rescuer for anybody against the persecutor, in this scenario. It just means you do you, boo-boo. And there are people around who appreciate that you-ness of you. All right, now we're going to pull from the tarot deck. And I don't know if I said this at the top of your reading, but this deck, she has some of her depictions of the minor arcana in particular are vastly different than that which is the Rider-Waite-Smith system, which is the system that I typically, not even typically, that's the system that I learned and that I use, okay? So I studied this deck a little bit before doing your reading. The cards that are very, very different, I studied them before starting this video. I studied them last night so that I could be prepared for your pull today. So be patient with me if I have to grab that guidebook to give you clarity in your messages. What other messages or insights do we have for group 3 angels? What else do they need to know? And thank you, Shemuel, for that wonderful guidance for opening the heart. Oh, I'm also getting to tell you, group 3, some of you have been contemplating not going into that environment because of feeling that you needed to be more self-protective. Unless you are outright being abused or harmed in some way, that abuse could be physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. If that is happening, yes, of course, do not put yourself in that environment. But if that is not the case, and it's just you're like, yeah, they don't like me there anyway, this is not true. So go ahead and let yourself be there. There are some people who are counting on seeing you, particularly the children, okay? Messages for group 3, please. Oh, thank you. Messages for group 3. Look at that. Oh, so much green, because they're not all green colored cards in this deck. So we have Knight of Coins. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We have the 3 of Coins in reverse. And y'all, seriously, they're not all green in this deck, and all of the ones you guys got are green. There has got to be some significance there. And you have the Fool in reverse. So 2 major arcana in reverse, and then 2 coins. Oh, all of these are in reverse except for the first one. So let me just show you real quick. See, they're not all green. I just want to show you. I'm not lying. But y'all got all green cards. So at first pass, of course, green seems to signify earth energy. And with us having coins here and here, that is earth energy. So definitely I'm getting a message for you guys around groundedness. Again, standing your ground, being in your groundedness. I'm also getting, with our Wheel of Fortune being in reverse, that the ups and downs that normally come with being in this environment are not going to be as prominent this year as they normally are. It is going to be less of this. Hold on, I'm not doing it. It's hard to... Okay, hold on. There we go. Less of that, like... You know how you can be in some environments and 1 minute things are fine and then the next minute they're not even close to fine, and then the next minute the person or people act like it's fine again, and there's a lot of like up and down, back and forth. It's like crazy making. I'm getting that there's not going to be a lot of that happening this year. So you don't have to worry about that at all. And I'm also getting that you don't have to work so hard. You don't have to try so hard to fit in. I'm getting that it's very, very important for you to be yourself in this environment. Don't let the pressure to get along with any one person or to keep the relationship that's brought you into this environment intact. So for instance, say it's your boyfriend and you're going to spend time with their family, or your girlfriend, you're going to spend time with their family, and sometimes we can have pressure to fit into that environment because we think that if their family doesn't like us, that they might leave us. I'm getting that is not something that you have to worry about at all. I'm getting that you don't have to do anything that is over the top in trying to make things work. Just go and do it moment by moment, step by step, as yourself. And you will be valued and appreciated by those who value and appreciate you, and the ones that don't, you cannot make them. But definitely it's going to actually be, I'm also getting a very enlightening holiday season for you. You're going to see something about this family or this environment that a truth around it that you didn't have before. And this is going to also empower you for your dealings with them going forward, for certain. But don't feel like you have to do anything. I'm definitely getting, you don't have to, do anything, make any big leaps, take any risks, force unity or harmony, anything like that. You can just be there and stand in your own energy, your own power. Be grounded. You staying grounded is the key. Showing up and staying grounded is the succinct way. Show up and stay grounded. That is your succinct message from your angel guides. Show up and stay grounded. And if you do that, if you stay grounded, you won't feel a need to put barriers around your heart. You will let yourself be open to the love that is present for you, because it is there. It is definitely there, group 3. All right, this is what I have for you today, you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here and for being with me this whole year. We are finishing up 2023. Well, I shouldn't say this whole year. You probably haven't all been with me this whole year, but we are finishing up the year together. And I thank you so much for being here with me on my channel. If you happen to enjoy this message, please remember to give the video a like, because it does let YouTube's algorithm know that people want to hear it and see it and can benefit from what we do here on the Shon.vibes channel. All right, group 3, I will see you in the new year.